makes it hard to establish rhythm. How do you guys feel so comfortable shooting the ball?
I think their sort of defense today was really collapsing in on Ruthie, and they were all so focused on Sabrina coming off on balls, and she did a great job to find both me and Erin, and I think our team did a really good job to find the hot hands, I guess.
Yeah, I think we knew going into the game as part of our game plan that a lot of the attention was going to be focused on Ruthie rolling off of the ball screens, and so a big part of it is we have shooters coming in looking for that shot and confident and ready. We knew it was coming, so we were prepared, and I think that helps all of us get into a good rhythm.
The last time you guys played ASU, 4 of the starters scored in double-digit figures. Today, not a single starter was able to score in double-digit figures. What did you guys do differently today on the defensive side compared to the last time?
I think we're more consistent defensively. Last time we played ASU, we played a really consistent 3 quarters, and we kept them to really low scoring, but I think in the 4th quarter they ended up scoring 30 points. So we just really limited their offense. Like, they're a really good offensive team, and we did really well consistently to stop them.
Is it nice knowing you can win a game like that with that margin, given how ugly it was at times?
Yeah, I think so. It was really gritty, to you could say. Like, we had to play really tough, and so it's a good feeling to be able to keep a lead that big when there's a lot of fouling, and it's a very physical game. Yeah.
Is that what you come to expect when you see Arizona State on the schedule? It's going to be kind of physical and grind it out?
Yeah, I think since I've been here, every team that they've had that's been part of the scout is that it's going to be a very physical game. You're just going to have to grind it out. There's going to be a lot of fouls, so you just have to play through it.
Prepare yourself at all for knowing you might be getting an extra bump here or there, just because that's how they're going to play?
I think mentally it's good, always before you play a physical team like that, to get ready, knowing you have to finish through contact, and being ready to find open shooters on the perimeter when they collapse in.
Arizona State was the last team that you guys lost. Do you guys wake up with a little more energy coming into this game, knowing that they were the last team you lost to, with a little more firepower?
Yeah, 100%. I think it was definitely a revenge game for us, and we knew that we are the better team, and we knew that we shouldn't have lost that game, so we had a fire in our belly to come out here and just show them how we can really play and the better team that we are.
Late in the first half, Coach showed the 4-guard lineups without true 5 out there. Just what was that like? It's not something you guys do a lot of, so I know why it was happening, but what was it like on the court with that?
Yeah, I think we are prepared for things like that to happen. I like to think that, we work well enough together on the court that no matter what lineup we have, we're lucky to have really intelligent guards that can make the right read no matter what lineup that we have in the game. I think we were able to be pretty successful, especially on the defensive end when we had the smaller lineup in. We did a good job with the guards, especially being physical with them on the defensive end.
There's a lot of chatter out there. I mean, both of you guys can talk about this. A lot of chatter between them, and you guys, it appeared that way. Was there a lot of emphasis on their part to really hit you guys and be physical with you? And what was it talking about?
I think it was just a high emotional game. We did really well to stay united and not let our emotions get the better of us, and our team came together, and I think we played better with that. I think that they were all fired up and just really wanted to come out and hit us and stuff like that, but we did really good to stay together and not let that affect us.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I think we stayed together really well, and that's part of the reason why we were able to keep that lead in the second half especially. We just did a really good job of staying united, and we were, there was some talking back and forth, but I think that's part of the game, and we knew that coming in. It comes with the physicality.
Jess, do you like to be at the top of the zone defensively with Taylor? It seems like you guys generate a lot of steals together.
Yeah, me and Taylor, I like playing with Taylor at the top. I think we read each other really well, and she's always, if I'm at the top of the zone, she's always talking to me behind me, and it's really good, so we interchange really well and get nice steals, so it's a lot of fun playing with her.
All right, thanks, Jess.
Thanks, you guys. Yeah, go out, just go out on that. Okay. Keep it going.
What was the magic words?
Well, I thought I'd earned it
at least 2 quarters before, and then probably the quarter before, and finally got it in the third quarter, but I didn't care. I want to play a basketball game.
You're just trying to set a different tone than how it's being called.
Sure. Yeah, when she said we kept their emotions under control, I didn't. And it's an important game for us, and it was for me and my staff. And, sometimes that happens. I was into it. And I thought actually tonight we fed off that. I thought we played really with some edge tonight and really hard.
I think Charlie really wanted to hit you guys in the mouth tonight, playing physical with Ruthie underneath and all you guys. It was apparent to us.
Well, what they try to do against us, okay, is they take away the roll. So they really load up, and we didn't do a very good job last time of identifying that early enough. And so tonight we were ready for that. They take away the roll, so we kicked it out. And we found open shooters all night long, and they never adjusted to it. And on a night when you go 13 for 25, you're going to win those games. And so that was the big thing. Yeah, they try to clog that up. They really try to bottle Sabrina up, and they don't allow Ruthie to roll. And sometimes that's by pushing and holding, and the other time it's just by, they do a good job of rotating help. But we were ready for it, and we had the open shooters when we needed, and they made them.
That part of why you were willing to go with the lineup without a true 5 there late in the second half, Ruthie was in foul trouble. We took Lydia off, but you were willing to go with it because...
Yeah, Sabrina's best player in the country. She can play the 4 for us anytime. She can play the 1, she can play the 2, the 3, the 4, and the 5. If she's on the floor, she's still the best player regardless of what position she's at. So we do that in practice all the time. We put her at the 4 spot. And our 5s and our 4s technically are exactly the same. I mean, they run the same spots on the court, so it wasn't really a huge adjustment for them. But, Ruthie getting in foul trouble, we just kind of had to, kind of find something that was working.
30 points in the third quarter. Seems like for third quarter, Stanford, similar thing. What is it? Just those coaches are really not halftime?
Oh, of course not. No, of course not. I think we just, I think when you get behind on us, it's like going uphill because we're going to score. We're going to score. And so it makes it doubly hard. And so if we can kind of come out in that third quarter and, just get a few baskets early. We tried to reestablish ourselves inside. We never did in the first half. And we did early with Ruthie in that third quarter. And then it just becomes, now what do you pick your poison? So if we can get the inside going and they can't guard outside, we got playmakers. So it all kind of worked together tonight. It was a good victory.
Defensive trend, Kelly. Monday, hold Megan Walker to effectiveness. The other night, McDonald, season low. Here, Ryan, 3 points. What's been working in the scout where you guys play the best? Everybody tries to take the best option, but you guys...
Yeah. Well, the other thing we did tonight, we switched pretty much every ball screen tonight. And last time we played them, we were hedging, and they were picking and popping, and Rudin got some open 3. They got more open 3s, and we were just ready for that this time, much better. I thought Mignon was on point. I know everybody's going to talk about all our players in double figures, but she had 6 steals. That kid comes in and changes the whole game and puts so much pressure on them defensively that, they just can never really get into sync. And she stole a couple in the back court that I thought were big. The one led to a 3-pointer right at the end of the quarter. It doesn't show up on the stats necessarily, but that was her steal that led to that end of the quarter 3. So I was really proud and happy for her. She got her bell rung too, man. So that's tough. I got on her teammates for that. They got to make sure they're always talking and that she knows that that's coming.
What do you like about your defensive effort overall? What part of it were you?
Well, I think this is our 10th win in a row, and it's mainly been because of our defense. I don't think many teams have scored above 50 on us in that stretch, and we're just making it difficult for people. So we continue to score the ball, and I think our defense is actually helping us. We didn't get many fast break points tonight, but we have been in this stretch. I think a lot of it's been coming from our defense. It's just an energy level. I think they're focused, they're dialed in, they're paying attention in practice, and we're watching more film than we did early in the year. I think we're just, it's February. February leads to March, March leads to April. Our kids know that the end is coming. So we want to make sure that we're, playing our best basketball and continuing to improve each day, and I think we are.
I haven't seen Sabrina get in someone's face in a while.
Really?
Ever.
We practice on Wednesdays and Thursdays and Saturdays. You can come anytime.
We'd love to see that.
She gets in my face, and I'm okay. That's just who she is.
What was the double tech about? What was being said about it?
I don't know. I'm just sure there was a little skirmish. That's, they play at that kind of, and it's been very effective for them. And, I think this really meant a lot to our basketball team. I could tell they were ready coming in. I didn't have to fire them up. They were ready for this. They wanted this because we gave one away down there. They earned it, but we blew a 12-point lead in that fourth quarter. Coach did a bad job, and the players on the floor did a bad job in that game, but they didn't tonight.
What is it about, we've seen Jazz get into a rhythm with threes. What is it about her play where she can just turn it on?
Well, hey, to give her some credit, she struggled a little bit from the three. She was the first one in the gym this morning. She came in before our shoot around at 9 o'clock, and she was shooting on her own, her and Sabrina, with a couple of our coaches. So I think she was serious about this, and it paid off out there. Things like that, just she needs that confidence, and hopefully this will give her some. Now we got to go take care of UCLA. That's going to be a tough one, man. It's another ranked team. Seems like every game.